To all our esteemed viewers, good morning. Bystander is back on your favorite platform, Flip TV. We are here once again. We have resumed duty, and it's nice being here once again. All our viewers, thank you so much. Thanks for always staying with us. God bless you. And it's a very, very nice and lovely Thursday here in Lagos, December 12th, 2024. Let me start from the Nation newspaper this morning. Tax reform. Oyedele counters MEFC VAT claim. Abandon federal secretariat in Lagos to become luxury apartment. PS operators raises charge. Banks ration cash. Court orders classification of Faotimi's controversial book. Dangote refinery begins petrol export to Cameroon. Infrastructure development tops Benue 550 billion budget 2025 estimate. Our funds saved for subsidy removal is being spent by government is saying that our funds saved from subsidy removal is being spent. Well, that's inside the pages of the Nation. All prices agreed with progress on Siemens project. And as you can see on the pages of the Nation this morning, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of Germany, Keir Starmer. I've left the Punch newspaper. I'm going to the Punch this morning after leaving the Nation. The Punch this morning. PDP WNC meets today as crisis hit BOT. That's Board of Trustees. COVID-19 variants. Inbound passengers to present health declaration. ROMMC Tinubu panel differ on VAT sharing formula. 2.7 trillion debt. Nigeria faces blackout as gas producers cut supplies to Gencos. Power Minister Presidency aware of situation, says Gencos. Nigeria Germany to deepen ties as Tinubu host timer. Bank workers blame CBN as cash shortage worsens. Defamation. Abuja Oyo Court bar further sale of Faotimi's book. Gateway Airport. SCA Fort Ogun's claim of approval. I've left the Point this morning. I'm going to Daily Trust. Media stakeholders have on press freedom. Principal journalists. This is supposed to be a bad news yesterday, but thank God. Aircraft kiss runway at Abuja Airport. Tinubu is saying that our reform is working. That's from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Rails probe customs over smuggling, brutality at borders. Adamo Assembly sacks Lamido as Council of Chiefs Chairman. LGTS students die in Niger, Jigawa auto crash. That's the sad news. National grid collapse. 12th time in 2024. Graduation celebration turns tragic as 3 students die. 30 other injured. Nigerian Tribune. Framework to check abuse of VAT spending in place. Presidency. List education, health security, unemployment among priorities. Dangote refinery exports petrol to Cameroon. Nigeria's oil production hit 1.5 million BPD barrels in November. OPEC report. Court restrains further sale publication of Faotimi's book. NAFDAC destroy expired fake product worth 11 billion in Ibadan. FG plans additional 150 million megawatts by end of the year. That's a good news. Reps to probe Nigeria Customs Service over alleged smuggling at nation's border. Vanguard is here this morning. ECOWAS will handle return of Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso with wisdom. Death of Okwamba leaders in military detention. Pandef orders demand justice. Wike Itanori Ogbebo tussle over Abuja land. Vast education in Tatas. Lecturers can't fuel cars, sleep in offices to cut costs. We bear the brunt. Students are saying WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram down in global outage. US Embassy issues new visa directive for Nigeria's applicants. Tax reform. Fund raised from VAT will be mismanaged by states. Oyedele is saying NAFDAC records batch of Dickens amoxicillin 500 mg drug. Dangote refinery export PMS to Cameroon. These are the front pages of the Vanguard newspaper. All our viewers, we appreciate you. We thank you for always staying with us. We thank you for always and always being a part of this program. Bystanders on Sleep TV every lovely morning. You are always standing. You are always standing with us every day. Thanks so much for always staying with us. But this morning, let me have my first reviewer this morning. Mr. Olajide, let me have you this morning. No, shift back, sir. Good morning to you, Mr. Olajide.
Good morning, sir.
You have seen again. I'm talking about national grid. Or do you have light in your house?
There's no light.
Continue.
There's no light in my area. There's no light presently. This national grid has collapsed for the 12th time. 12th time in this year 2024. Okay, national grid has collapsed 12th time in year 2024. Why that has happened is because we concentrated everything at the center. If Ogba has got his own generating and distribution and transmission line, why should that happen? It's because of the faulty structure of which this nation is all about. Why should we concentrate the provision electricity at center? If before Ogba will have like months to come from Abuja, months come from Zungeru, why can't Ogba have his own generating set, transmission and distribution set? So it is the problem of the structure of the country in which we have. That's what's referring for that. So that is why we continue to say that Nigeria must be restructured into different entities. Then some other, let each entity begin to handle some activities at its own level, such that there will be efficiency on issues. Efficiency will obey to different entities of the country. Instead of lopsiding everything at the center, constantly at the center. So electricity, anyway, I know that electricity has been decentralized to different sectors of the country. Each state generates no power, transmits it, distributes it to your citizen. But it will take time before that will begin to achieve that. If this thing had been done earlier, like this Obasanjo, or like Obasanjo who constitutes everything at the center, who believe in constitution of everything at the center, so I can win more power. All this national grid will not be happening. What is it? What we call national? What is national grid? When I'm in Ogba here, I can have my electricity generated, transmitted, supplied to my best advantage. Why should that be? So it's one of those problems we are having in Nigeria, that electricity must be decentralized. Like other entities we are asking to be restructured. Other matters are asking to be restructured. Electricity is on the prime list of the electricity is on the prime list of restructuring that must be done, so that we will have a collapse of grid again. That will be collapse of grid again. That will be collapse of national electricity. Let electricity be decentralized to different entities. Let Igbo, let Yoruba, let ethnic ABBO have the electricity developed in their region. That's I want to talk about electricity. So because of the structure we have in Nigeria, the source of 40 sources, that's why we are having electricity still being generated at the center. And now one that is collapsed at the center, every part of the country will have electricity. Must that be supposed to be? Is that really supposed to be? No. As far as the matter is concerned.
So you have the opinion that if you have true federalism, this kind of electricity collapse won't be happening.
That is what I'm talking about. If there's going to be electricity in Igbo land, must it maybe coming from Abuja? They need electricity in Ibadan. Must it be coming from Abuja? Why can't Ibadan area, Ibadan, Oyo State, Kaduna, generate the electricity, transmit it to their people, and get it supplied to their people at their locality? Why must you love everything? Why must you concentrate everything at the center? Why all this over-centralization of things? It was a cultural problem. It's delaying development. Let there be, get my point. Let there be decentralization of all these activities, of these matters, so that at different centers, at different level, there will be availability of these resources, and then at their level, and they will use it.
So do you agree? Good morning. Whenever is saying that nothing will make Nigeria work, all sectors are gone. Power sector is something very easy, but the corruption and wickedness will not allow them to do the right thing. I
don't agree with that. That's his own opinion. To say Nigeria will not work, how can you say Nigeria will not work? We have a problem with the structure of Nigeria. That's why Nigeria is not working. I'm telling you, if the people at the end of Nigeria will be just, they will stop their selfish interest of want to be in power and address the problem inherent with this structure, with this Nigeria. Nigeria will work. Nigeria will work faster than his imagination. Look, what is making Nigeria to work, not to work, is because the way president is structured is making it the people that are constituting Nigerian entity not contributing their quota to it. No sense of belonging. If every other sector have been decentralized to have their resources, manage some activities on their own, Nigeria will work. If what I'm generating is not being sent to the center, I generate revenue down. It not sent to the center. Those who generate everything are sharing with me, and the bulk of what I'm generating is not available for me to develop my people and my area. I want you to support that is called Nigeria. It's who I won't support it. But let's there be this centralization of ideas, of resources, of management, like we have in US. President Biden does not control economy of each state. Texas has oil in US. Texas run his economy on oil everything and pay tax on everything he has made to the federal level. California, New York, all of them, they all manage their resources and they pay tax to the central authority. It's not that the money they generate in California, in Texas, will be paid to a central account in Washington and not be shared by other states who does not have anything. No. Everybody will develop at his own pace. Those who have oil, glory be to God. Those who do not have oil will be forced to look inward. And everybody will develop at different rates. There is time and season for everybody to develop. Not it don't hold me down to you. What we are having in Nigeria is that we are being different set of the country, different set of area of Nigeria are being held down, tied down to others. As this one take, they held down. But in this case, everybody will be free to develop at your own pace, at your own rate. Those who have other resources higher than your own, glory be God for them. You too, if there is something in your own land too, look into it, develop it. It will be growing at your pace. If your own child, give birth to your own child, and give birth to your own child, they develop at their different rates, at different pace. No child is held down to anybody. As the faster you feed your child, the more nourishment, the more nutrient, more nourishing food you give your child will develop faster than those a kwashiorkor child who is being fed with less nutrient something.
So then, if we keep complaining that without a federal system and without the restructure, that there's only one unitary power.
Yes.
Abuja controlling every part of it. So, what is the way out to make Nigeria work?
The way out is this: the present structure, present entity called Nigeria, was not agreed upon by all people who live in Nigeria. Igbo did not sit down with Yoruba and outside I want to form a country called Nigeria. Where was that meeting held? Tell me where the meeting was where all the entities in Nigeria, Igbo, Yoruba, Ibibio, Akalaba, Fulani, where we had a meeting that we want to form a country called Nigeria. where was that meeting held? There was no such meeting. It was British government that forced all of us together and pronounced the name on us, Nigeria, Lord Lugard. The name was sorted by Lord Lugard's wife, and the husband announced the name, Nigeria. If we want to come together as a Nigeria, as an entity, come and a country, come Nigeria. All the entities, all the nationalities making up Nigeria, Yoruba, Igbo, they should be identified. And now sit down on a round table. We want to come together in a country, to form a country together, a union, and they will not draft the terms of coexistence. Economic matters, how will it go? How are we going to run it? How are we going to handle economic matters? They will agree on all those points, on all those parts. Get my points? Then, those points now, they have agreed on the issue of the matter. They will not take it to their people in form of referendum. Their people will vote on this. Their people say they don't agree with, they will take it back to the central meeting where they all agree together. My Yoruba people say they don't want 10% of their resources to go to federal. They can only agree with about 10%. People will come with their own resolution too for outcome of referendum with their people. All of us will now sit down and either listen. We take it back to our people until our people finally agree on what they agree to with them. Then we will not form this into a constitution. That's how a country is formed.
You seem to agree with Burna Boy that said that Nigeria looks like a British company.
It's a British company. The board of directors, the owner of the company, are British. They just appoint managers, supervisors, foreman, clerk to handle it in the name of politicians. That's it. Nigeria is not a country. If you want to marry, do you just pick a woman on the road and force him into your house? When you talk to a lady, wouldn't the lady agree with you? When you go and meet the parents, will the parents consent? Even if the law of the land will agree that with you go to court and do married by through the court law, you go to church. Why don't you just pick a lady and pick a lady and force her into your house? So for us to have in Nigeria, the people that make up Nigeria must come together and draft the terms of coexistence, terms of agreement by which that nation will be by governing them, that that will separate them, that will be the terms and conditions of their existence. Then we will not be operating on that basis. It's then Yoruba will be happy to contribute to that nation called Nigeria. It's then that believer will be happy to contribute to it. It's then Yoruba will be happy to contribute to it. It's then the outside will left to have, because we all agree on terms and agreement. Anything you agree with somebody, you always contribute to it. You always part and parcel of it. You always depend. You always make sure it doesn't fail. But anytime you have forced into anything, you will insist. Particularly when you now even have a children by some people want to be loaded themselves over the rest. Want to create silver classes of citizen, first class citizen, second class citizen. They see themselves as the one that be ruling. Others must be their subject. They must be considered to rule others. Who will support that? What you are telling me I'm a citizen of Nigeria and you are loading yourself over me. When there's anything to be handled at the federal level, you will be using power of federal level to sustain it, to help me. There will not be yellow things on equity basis, on justice and fairness. You want me to contribute to source in Nigeria? Which Nigeria is that? Why is Yoruba also calling for Oduduwa Republic? You are Yoruba produced president in the time of Obasanjo 8 years. Obasanjo came again 8 years. That's 16 years. Tinubu is already on now. Another 8 years, so he's almost 30. If the number one position is what is my power in Yoruba, why is Yoruba activity for Yoruba religion? That is what is inherent in the present Nigeria. It's not acceptable to them. The way the Nigerian present social is not they're not happy with it. I'm a Yoruba, so I should not be talking of Yoruba nation any longer. But because the present social rate is on, it's not acceptable to Nigeria. So let me inform our viewers. So if you are watching, like I said, click on that like button. It's not just, this is an interactive program, so comment, let us read your comment out, and whatever you think, comment, we are going to read it out. I'm going to ask our viewers whatever they feel about what you have commented. So it's an interactive session, so comment, drop your comment, like what you are doing, so that we can have them. Today you are talking about the national collapse again.
in Nigeria, if you are watching from Nigeria, it's national collapse. I know the grid, no light. Everywhere was darkness all over Nigeria yesterday. And but that is the 12th time this year. Imagine that means an average of national grid collapse one time every month. And Bola Tinubu is saying, our president, that is saying that there is no magic to it. That means maybe Nigeria should bear as much as possible. So comment what you feel about what you are doing here. Comment, so let us ask our reviewers about it. Let me ask Pastor. I'm just saying, let me ask Pastor. Pastor, good morning, sir. Good morning. Yesterday, there's a national grid collapse yesterday. Let me go ask you, do you have light in your house? Good morning, Pastor.
Light just come and go. Lights just come and go. You know, we have band A, we have band B. So if we happen to have band A and band get light, if it takes more, they bring. That means light can be all over Nigeria. Because the same country come that the power light was band A, you know, that means to get the way they get. It's the same thing. I'm picking up now. It's the same thing for others. But they now say band A and band B due to this government. Does that mean the government that is in power? The people that control the government, they bring light to band A and band B. What do you mean band A and band B? That means there's light. If band A can get light from morning till night, if they take small, they bring. Then band B, you have to take light. So and when people talk saying Nigerian, check yourself, check your people. This problem not be like this before. We don't get anything band A and band B. These are the problem that we talk about. Maybe we don't like me to talk for media. There's a wickedness in the heart of Nigeria. The people that make people feel pain and sorrow. Does that mean? That's what causes all these things. Nigeria are not bad. Not in our country is a problem. Does that mean?
So what is the problem?
People, landlord, NEPA officials. Does that mean? Landlord calling into agreement are cost. People this guy supposed to marry, supposed to rent house, each is cheap. Does that mean? So don't begin to explain to Nigeria that Nigeria bad, but now people bad. That money collect from agent agreement, no even collect small. You guys cannot rent house. A young boy cannot rent house and charge that line. You know, easy for him to pay agent agreement, go pay the rent again, go pay damages. It's a wickedness. I'm a pastor, I'm a pray to tell you the truth, but I can't lie to you. So don't pay Nigeria bad, Nigeria bridges, give us Nigeria perfect.
Oh, so that means you disagree with him that
give us Nigeria perfect. Now we can spoil the country.
So he said that Nigeria put the tribes, different ethnic group, they were not consulted before making a join them. If they control them, come on, I'm not informed, I can't join this. Why do you join? They bring you to join. They call you to something, say I don't agree from this thing. Then you go your way, go to war, go to west, go and form your Uruwa. Go to east, go and form Biafra. Go to north, go and form Uruwa. Yes, why you agree and join together? Why do you agree? They beat you. You can't pay anybody. You can't flog anybody. Say join by force. Nobody flock. They join with harmony and love and charity. But character of us spoil the country. Wait. You go to buy something now. If you buy and tell you this thing is 40,000. If you drag with him, he can sell that thing for 20,000. That means if you give him point out, they don't chop 20K. These are the things that destroy us now. We don't know. You want to go then as you run and change agent agreement 50-50, 100,000 to 100,000, 200,000. Join with the house money you want to rent house. Abi? And now you pay 300,000, or maybe the house may be 100,000. The agent agreement even higher than the house. You don't put people pressure. You don't put the people that supposed to rent house pressure. Our mass is pressure. So how can a young man rent house now go marry wife? Where did he see that money? So our wickedness that we wicked. Oh, because they come to our land, they come to Yoruba land, they do that thing. Maybe Yoruba talent now, they don't enter all over the country. So if you are going that route, then you are talking about the unity of Nigeria.
Unity of Nigeria no exist perfect. No be me and you this year. Now wickedness spoil the country. Are you not Yoruba man? You people want to stand here? Are we killing ourselves? I'm 6 years working for Yoruba office. Are they sending me out? If you see the payment salary, are we dying? So what is wrong with unity?
So do you think that Nigerians are united?
We are united, die. What is wrong with us? 200 and some to some language. It's a miracle country. We unite, die. Who care anybody? Say because you are in Nigeria, kill you. Now wickedness that we have in our heart, that is for the country. Listen to me. We have every area of life that we live. Now come, Shebi Karbaman do as boy. If you do that, you do well. You no thief, you don't do anything. If a man sell market, the man do business of what? Their top 80% is accommodation business. See, I do that business of accommodation. Now if a man do business of selling market, see, I sell that market. What put us for pain like this? Is it that government put us for pain? Every our state government give education. Did the government deny them? Government say they don't go give them. Federal government say they don't give them. You can generate life in your state. No Nigerian government as you cannot generate life. About we say get the power plan. They get the power plan. But everything comes from the center. Listen to me. They plan in a Papa year. Power plan is about Papa year for light. Did anybody say no state should create light? They pay education for every month. Application. Both we want to use. You cannot manage your state well and say that Nigeria will not be in unity. Which is Nigeria will not be in unity? Are we dying? I enter a shop, buy something. He called me for night. Now I come here. This is Roman and me. You fight.
Now I want to ask you a question. You say that there's unity in Nigeria. For example, unity. Now, for example, in the US, wherever you are born, you are the citizen of that state. Yes. I'm coming down. In the US, if you are born in Arizona, you can become a governor in California. Yes. You, like you say, you're a Calabar man. Can somebody like give you a governor in Lagos, for example? Because that's the character of Lagosian, not the character of government. If I come and put my post, then who is the one man going to stone for me? Going to put for me? Who is government? No, but now people, you be at Nigeria government, I can't put for him. This one say Nigeria, I can't put for him. That is me. If you say the Nigeria, Nigeria, make we vote for him, make it come there with us. What happened? I go win the election now. You don't want to vote because we get. So nothing now you do. Don't say Nigeria don't get unity. Now we are character no good. I don't know why you can understand me psychologically. I want you to understand me psychologically. There's nothing wrong in this country. Anything not wrong. You want to get light. Can you come from Niger State? But what? Look at what they do to light today. You want to get oil. Oil come from Niger State. But look at how we suffer for oil. You don't even take this thing. They take and suffer others. So if your character is fair, your character is a fair character. You say, oh, everybody come. Let us want to rejoice. Then later, now even say number one. Because that oil, they say everybody should take it. You know how many oil were outside it? Did they kill anybody? The rest should not take it. Because everybody, listen to me. A man that made a plane today, he was one form of the plane, but now the whole world is driving the plane. The man that made car from Germany, so now the whole world is driving car. You know, say make I just make it cheap for my family. Only my family going to drive car, other to work for late. He's to put it to everybody to use. So that oil in Nigeria today, now Nigerian carry, they don't ban on to go buy everything. My economy, are they taking the oil? Do we want to drink oil? The now that I want to drink oil, take oil as you like. They take all this oil massively. Some they cheat the oil. But listen to me. All the things that they take, if Nigerian other Nigerian, who tell in law that they say that everybody go on with Nigerian, anything enter my land, then it could be fair. But you don't see somebody here coming to Lagos, you see people pay money, you say, a wheelie, people are wheelie. What is a wheelie? A wheelie. So where are we talking about this? Wheelie. Why are you calling a wheelie for me? I mean, Nigerian like you now. I come to that, I say, make I kill a wheelie. That comes back to my question, Pastor, before I go to that. That if you are talking about something, say you want to collect a wheelie from you, that means I tell you, the individual, we the individual, we in Nigeria, not make us to unite. That do that thing. Nobody say we know you die. You know, people make I go my place now. You people make I go my place. But that character when you use, now it's spoil the nation. That they are standing here. I will say that I come to you a wheelie. You make it difficult for me. I come to them in your house, you come and pay your agreement. You make it difficult for me. So if you tell me, so pay only your rent, my brother, come, let us live together. That is love now. We don't live in peace. So why would be a problem? If I want to go and buy something for Igbo man, he give me a normal price and I buy perfectly. Or he carry fake, give me. I pay money, get him go spoil. Or he double price for me, I don't feel price. He now carry that thing, give me and drop me. These are the things that all these things play with sin. It don't with all these things play with the percussion. Even with pain, even with evil, all these things that it cannot be the same because that thing you do not sin. So that when that sin turn against Nigeria, they say na government. They say British not the problem. British do it the way we do. Listen to me. British rule by 4 nations, 1 nation. Wales, Ireland, Scotland, and Britain. Are they fighting? Now there's love there. Now let me take you on that. So I go to that. Now you said British. There's 4 countries in 1 nation. 1 nation. Now there's love, but you know that those countries they have their own ways of operating that country. In that same place, the England does not lord over Scotland. Scotland cannot lord over Wales. That means they have their own way of doing things under that 1 nation. if, for example, Nigeria is like that, where the people have the way they do their own, outside not under one unity government, don't you think that Nigeria there can be seen as a real United Nation?
Because listen to me, when you talk this thing, I say you talk it with wisdom. That side when you see so with British, they have everything there by their own zones. If we come to that kind of area now, say don't come and take my oil, what do you go do? What do you get to survive it? If you get something, maybe starting and just leave Nigeria data oil now. Maybe because see as a sample. I'm coming now. Maybe just take a sample. Maybe you start now. Just leave Nigeria data oil. Start your own. Maybe see how you can create something to manage yourself. Maybe I don't know what do wonders with cocoa coming now. You do wonder with cocoa. You do that cocoa again. That cocoa again. You use that cocoa. You now you face every season of Yoruba now that finish school now. You run to Nigeria to go and work for oil. You do cocoa again. Now, okay, if we say that fairness come. Only Nigeria that are supplying Nigeria. If they say don't come to our region. So then Igbo region provide something. When we say they will manage themselves. Why you don't provide something where to manage? Then we just see. I don't mean these people can take care of themselves. People can take care of themselves. Then we can know that you can take care of yourself. But when the Nigerian look at you that you cannot take care of yourself, you are depending on one side. Then that's why they make everything one side to flow so they can be able to move on. You cannot do anything now when you ride the river. Okay, so I'm coming. So take my take now. Nobody should stand here. I go disagree with you. Say British join us. British do this. When they bring you, come run. I don't want British. I don't want to join with you. Run away. Why do you join? Why do you accept? Why you start to enjoy? Nobody because they build from that. They don't build because from oil on them. Tournament I don't build by no part of why they take build tournament like for West. Why don't you shake it? If you know it's shake it, can they be that tournament for you? So there's something that you enjoy from others. Don't say that the British here make us what do you deliver? So you need to know. So we live a life that is not good.
Math report. Good day, everyone. Good day. But for say Mr. Obong, maybe Nigeria is light. Maybe Nigeria light is spiritual, and you should pray for Nigeria to have light. Do you have to pray for Nigeria to have light?
Why would listen to me? Not everybody work for something before something happen. The light is tangent. If they say light is a short, the capacity is not carry enough when it's a run same sometime like this. The power that power the light, the water no be enough because water don't start to dry. That's why there's some part get light, sometimes not get light. But if we power if you make it another dam for west, make another dam for east, make another dam for north. You understand me? The dam could plenty to deliver light for the whole Africa. Nigeria get that light right now. No.
Oh, Nigeria has the highest light in Africa.
For West Africa, all Nigeria get light pass now.
But that's your opinion.
Okay. If you try, score with. Okay. So now. If they say they should do that, let us focus on that. They don't come and say that in between the enemy to British make British bad. If somebody don't get bad character, how can he keep the bad character? They don't start to say British the problem. British bad, British government bad. If British government bad, hey, you talk, say, they have government bad. That's why they come make us bad here. So somebody give you something, you cannot manage it because of your character, because of your ancestors, your culture. Because of your culture, because of your bad character, because of your wickedness. The British collect entertainment for British. British say something for you, teach people. Your sin done against you. The person becomes sin and evil. You begin to blame British.
Okay, so now. Okay, well, Pastor is going. Okay, thanks for coming, Pastor. Do you agree? Pastor is saying that it is the wickedness that Britain is not our problem. We stop blaming Britain after how many years they have exited Nigeria. That is the wickedness. For example, we gave out, he said, Yoruba and everything, and they get an agreement. Do you agree with him?
See, what you should understand is that God created individual human being, free born, not to be enslaved by anybody, and he gave him sovereignty over his personal life. So for 2 or 3 people to live together in a community for peace to reign, there is need for administration, there is need for management of that community. That is why there is what we call government in place for people to submit themselves to a kind of system that will provide administration and management over their lives and over their community. Otherwise, if it is not allowed to be operating on its own, there will be commotion. I want this. What I want is not what you want. Once you are more than 2, 3, 4, 5 in the community in a place, there will be breakdown of law and order. Therefore, harmony and peace to reign in that community, that environment. There is then need for administration, management of that area. This is why people will now submit their loyalty, their individual freedom to a kind of system that will provide administration and management over them for their life, their welfare, the security of their of their life. This is how government administration management comes into being, whereby they submit to an authority which were created by them, which was formed by them, not imposed or launched over them. And for that reason, the administration that came into being over different nationalities that make up Nigeria, Yoruba, who are in large numbers of millions, Igbo and other nationalities that make up Nigeria, were not, it does not emanate from them. Like I said, individual must submit their sovereignty to a system called administration of government to administer and manage administration over them for peace and tranquility to reign. The ethnic nationalities that make up Nigeria, Igbo and Yoruba, in their millions, they are not the one that agree among each other that we want to be together. Yes. That's my point. So if everybody is saying that because British forces together we need to revolt, British exercise power of the over us. They have the ministry and everything, so they subdue our people. They conquer our people. So you think that British join us together by force? It's how the British colonization started. They deposed King Kosoko of Lagos. That's where they started. They did not migrate to the other part of the country. King Kosoko of Lagos was deposed by British. That's where they started administration, because they sent it to other part of the nation. So they meet the royal naval force that came, that deposed King Kosoko. Was it peace to him? He was subduing the war, and they sent to other part of the country. That's how British extended their why Benin was not driven away from the palace. I mean, it wasn't in history. Was not driven away from the palace, was not conquered. So that's how British entered Nigeria. They conquered Nigeria and took over Nigeria by force. So now, when you are now occupied, you have been subdued by military force, then you have been occupied. What else do you do? You have been conquered. You are a conquered territory, and everything was forced over you, was imposed over you, ruling over you. Get my point? So what will the people do? People have been conquered. So this is how they conquer people and force themselves over them. This is how they conquer. Stay with me. This is how they conquer Nigerians and force British government over us. And they rule over Nigeria. They rule Nigeria for over 100 years. As at the time they feel that this thing cannot be easy for them, they have to amalgamate all the regions together to be under one entity for their easy administration, for their selfish interest, not for our own interest.
Like I asked you that time, that it's Nigeria, like it has been said, that you heard, that you're like a company.
I have told you, Malabo was right. Nigeria company was the instrument used by British to administer on Nigeria. Before the Lugard and the rest came. So a system that conquered you, that imposed their system upon you, without asking you to, they come for the economic exploitation for their own resources, for their own economy, and they saw the people not yet civilized, and brought superiority force to conquer them and impose over them. Now, this is rule Nigeria for over 100 years. Do you know that? Until our people begin to agitate for independence, because they now finally grant us independence.
Now let me ask you this question: do you think that Nigeria is truly an independent nation?
The entity called Nigeria itself is not a country, because the people that form it, that look, what constitutes a country, a nation, are the nationalities that within geographical location of that nation. If you are drawing a map of Nigeria, you are drawing a map that comprises the ethnic nationalities that were within that geographical location. Ashanti is a tribe in Ghana. It does not fall within Nigeria geographical location, so it's not a part of Nigeria. So every entity that falls within a geographical configuration and location is what makes up a nation. And it is the people, it is the nationality that form a nation. It is the people that form a nation. the nationalists that come that don't have constitution state. A state form a federation, and what is the state? State is comprised of the nationalities involved in that state. If you are talking about Yoruba state now, who are the people that if you are talking of state, the nationalities that is involved in that state, they are the one that constitute nationalities that the one that is that state that will form a nation. So you agree together to form a federation. And when you are talking of states, you are talking of people that are involved in that state, that are existent, indigenous people, local people of that land. They are the one that constitute, that will know, that know that form, states, and they say we now go and agree with other states to form a nation. So the nationalities that are residents in Nigeria, that are indigenous in Nigeria, they did not agree together. Nobody did not agree with anybody. So you are saying that Yoruba did not agree with the Igbos. Igbos just come back and reorganize this thing and reestablish, reenact the nation called Nigeria. If Igbo wants to remain in Nigeria, there must be terms of agreement. Agree are acceptable to them. But you force anybody to live to Igbo have been existing on their land now over years. Yoruba have been existing here over years. Outside of land they exist over years. But if you say we want to come together as a Nigerian, let all of us come to a round table and present our demand, our charter of demand. If you look into it, I will take my own back to my own people for a referendum. The one my people reject, I will take it back to them. My people did not agree with this. People will come with their own. My people did not agree with this. If you want to resolve this, after we come with their own, we are going for a referendum. Our people say they don't agree with this. Then we negotiate it again. We take it back. But to our people, you are only about people, you are only about individuals who fall together, who come together as people, not animals. Not animals. They are not this way is the way to keep animals. But you are talking about people. So each of them will agree with their people and come back and bring the agreement. This is what my people agree with. These 20 times they will not agree with 15. This time they don't agree with it. And they will negotiate at that center until all terms and agreements were negotiated and agreed together. Then it will now be formed into a constitution that will now be guiding that country. That's why you now see Igbo man contributing to build that nation called Nigeria. Okay. That's why you now see Yoruba man, Hausa man. Did you see anybody calling California in US? Say, I'm in California. I'm in New Jersey. They talk of America. Why are they talking about America? Because each entity that make America agree together on the terms to come together as a country. So let me ask him. Stay with me. I'm still here too. Let me ask Baba. No, you see, Mr. Asa. Good morning. Like I said, if you are watching, kindly click on that like button and share your opinion. All our viewers, this is an interactive session. Share your opinion. I am going to read it out and do something. Yes. What's the question? What's the question? So the question is this. Okay, go ahead. Do you agree, sir? Do you agree that Nigeria as a nation was formed by force? Do you agree that you don't have something in common? Because what made us to start talking about is the national grid that collapsed. People are saying that we should stop putting power in the center. Every state should have their own grid instead of doing it from Abuja. Now, do you agree that we are not yet one country? It is feasible, unless if anybody will be hypocrites, unless if you ignore the reality. Look inside Nigeria. Until today, Nigeria doesn't have language of unity. No language of unity, no custom of unity, no religion of unity. Every person that call him or herself really Muslim, more especially in the north, Fulani, don't want to see a Christian with eyes. The proof is that how many churches were born in the north some years ago? How many churches? How many people were killed? Is that what you call unity? No religion of unity. If you come to language of unity, don't be surprised that when you are in Lagos, somebody will tell you, go to your village. Some years ago, Arewa planned to give it notice to other people's, to other, will I say, other tribe of Nigeria. They plan to
give it notice. It's some responsible men in the north that came and say no, stop, not for now, not for now. Some months ago, there was a rumor that Igbos in Lagos should go. A plan was being made to chase Igbo from Lagos. Some people intervene. Is that what you call unity? If you are here now with
Kinjo Ogba, say good morning. Where is everyone? Chinedu and everyone around. Good morning to you, Kinjo Ogba. God bless you. Continue.
We don't even have language of unity. We don't have let's say religion of unity, culture of unity. If you start with that simple thing only, all those simple things, you see we don't have it. Then what are you calling unity? Hausa man cannot call Igbo man brother. If you are in the midst of Hausa now and something is, they will say go and see your brothers. Many Yorubans, many, not all, cannot call Igbo man my brother. Igbo man, many of them may not call Yorubans my brother. And everybody is calling everybody stranger in Nigeria, in your own country. Is that what you call unity? I think if we are well united, when you are in Lagos, you move freely. Nobody will should try to cage you. You are a free man, you are in your land, you are a Nigerian living inside Nigeria, a citizen of Nigeria. Why should one open mouth and tell a citizen? Some will tell you, if North doesn't please you, if you see that you can go to your village. Another person will ask, what are you doing here? Go to your village. Where is the village of a Nigerian citizen? I think the country called Nigeria, if we are united, everywhere you find yourself, you are a Nigerian and you move and live freely. So talking about unity, I believe what you said, the unity is force on Nigeria. So unity force Nigeria to be united, and the same force continue until today. Okay, if you go to Imo State, a governor was, force. They forced a governor on people. Whether you like it, people voted their governor and say, this is our leader, freely voted. And suddenly, because of one thing or the other, they come and force the people. This is your governor, whether you want it or not. And the same force keep on moving. The unity is unity by force.
So that means you are disagreeing with Pastor Gideon, who is saying that the British are not a just problem. It is our inability to stay as one and to like ourselves, which is the problem of Nigeria.
Ask him if he knows history, if he knows even what is going on until today. British have their interest in Nigeria, full interest. You that is a Nigerian citizen, you cannot live half better than any of them. When I was a very small boy, if you see the life of all those people in Port Harcourt, I was living at Ichoba when British colonial masters, after which they say Nigeria have independence, when they are coming to Nigeria, that one will come with plane and land. Their plane will land on top of water, and then the plane will go and park somewhere. When that colonial master will come out of the plane, anywhere he want to go in Nigeria is with a helicopter. That is a proof that they enrich themselves to highest level. Maybe you don't know Igbo people. If you see Igbo riding bicycle, if it's not up to the level of riding bicycle, he cannot buy bicycle. He will be trekking. If your Igbo is riding bicycle, every 6 months, even before 6 months, you will go and service that bicycle, renew everything in that bicycle. The same thing with his health. Every 6 months, Oyibo will go to doctor for general checkup. Any little sickness is healed. Where most of them were making that money, it is in Nigeria. But a Nigerian citizen, many of them, when that one is sick, he will be carrying the sickness, working hard every day until he will die with that sickness. Life experience in Nigeria, 45 years.
Life expectancy.
Yes, life expectancy. But many Oyibo, if Oyibo die at the age of 60 years, go and verify it is cancer or something else that killed him. So about Oyibo is 95, from 95 years. And where are they making that life? I say it is here. So if you see that Oyibo riding, using helicopter, using a plane, it means he has money. No, Dangote is not anything with a Oyibo that is riding already.
So Baba, now what took us to this issue was the issue of national grid collapse yesterday. Do you have light yesterday in your area?
No, we don't have light. Light in Nigeria, everybody in Nigeria should be accustomed. I was saying any country without light, any country without light is in the darkness. So Nigeria has always been in the darkness. So go to, will I say canal, we are accustomed to that. We don't have light, we don't have water, our doctors today are running to where they will be well paid. You don't have even doctors.
Because, I'm looking at the fact that now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying yesterday that there is no magic to this electricity issue.
Yes.
That maybe we should have more patience. What took us the matter of the issue of Nigeria was the fact that how can we be having something all the way from Abuja? Why can't every state generate their own electricity?
Everybody that comes to office of presidency will be telling you, have patience, it go better. Till when? We have started to dance this it go better for so long. Until now, we are still dancing it go better. Have patience. Buhari will come, have patience. This one will come, have patience. And that patience is on the poor citizen of Nigeria. Why can't they themselves have patience? Mr. President cannot live without light. No, it doesn't happen. No senator will live without light. They must have light, and the rest of the citizens will have patience. So other people will live, have patience, they will die in patience, and others will be living, with all what they need. All their need, they will live, they will have whatever they need. You don't talk about patience with them. We see cars that was given to senators, allocation, the money that all of them, none of them is talking about patience. They don't have patience at all. Why you don't tell them to have patience? It's only poor citizen of Nigeria that you should be dancing this music of patience and the music of ego better.
So now, if you are saying that Nigerian citizens only can have patience, our leaders, they are enjoying the country.
Yes.
Now, I asked you yesterday, have you ever enjoyed Nigeria before? You said no. What can I, because you're an elderly person and I like having you here. What do you think that our leaders can do to make Nigerians at least enjoy their country?
Talking about what they can do to make Nigerians enjoy their country, I think they have done whatever they have to do. From 1960 to today, leaders of Nigeria have done everything, and still yet people are dying, no security anywhere. You don't even talk about justice anywhere. We don't even talk about freedom anywhere. Now, today, Nigerians are dying for hunger everywhere. No light, will I repeat it? Everything is on higher price. Nothing is even affordable. Nigerians today cannot afford, many Nigerians, millions cannot afford 2 square meals. Nobody talk about balanced diet again. You eat whatever you will see, it will balance in your stomach. So nobody talk about, even in Nigeria, nobody talk about life. Unless, okay, let me tell you, they interview one Nigerian who is in UK. They talk about Nigeria. He said, what is he coming here to do? That he even inviting Nigerians, if you have your way, come to UK. That's where you can live.
I'm going to cut you short.
Short, please. They ask him, what of if your destiny is not in UK? He said, why? If your destiny is not in UK, where will it to be? Is it in Nigeria, where people suffer hellfire every day? It should tell you, all those leaders have tried their best. They haven't succeeded in anything. Even you see APC, before they come to power, they had a solution. They promised solution to all the problem of Nigerians. And then when they acquire power, they have excuse for all what they are promised.
So now, what I want to cut short was that we are seeing youth of the country, they call it jackpot, they are running out of Nigeria.
Yes.
What does the future hold for any nation where the youth that are in tech, where the youth that are doctors, nurses running away from such? What does that mean for the future of Nigeria?
Okay, let me tell you the future of Nigeria. I was addressing the youth before Buhari come to power. They were saying, say Baba, say Buhari. I was saying this youth don't know even what they want. I was asking them, a man that ruled Nigeria 2 tenure, a man that ruled Nigeria as a military president, after 30 years, the old man come again to become president in Nigeria, where we have so many youth. I told the youth that reason alone prove that you don't have any future. Nigeria have no hope. If a person that was president, and it's not that he did well, after 30 years, president was waiting for him. No youth was brought up to do something. The thing was waiting for him. He came and they passed him Nigeria on the table. He keep on, dancing and singing. It will go better to people, and we are all dancing. From the moment that Buhari come to power, there is no hope. It simply means there is no hope. So now we are talking about you to having hope. I'm telling you, what is sustaining me that we are seeing is illegal business. Like those who are into yahoo, those that are into all sorts of things. Even those, some of them are into court to save their head, but they are dying. It's not court will never save your head. It will even steady kill you. So all youth, it is all that yahoo that was holding them small. Immediately that one will finish completely. I don't know what youth will become. Youth of Nigeria, for now, I don't know where their hope will come. But anyway, we still believe in God. The only thing that Nigeria have, I'm telling you honestly, the only thing they have that is saving even all those politicians that are using force on people, the only thing that is saving them is that many Nigerians still believe in God. Many Nigerians, their hope is not in Nigeria, is only in God. That is what is saving Nigeria a little bit. If Nigeria was a country where nobody believes in God, let me tell you, there will be continually fire in this country.
So let me stay with me. Let me have Mr. Lawrence, the interior decorator. Let's start from here. I know as at 8 years ago, 9 years ago, by this time in December, many customers will be patronizing you because of people want to renovate their houses. People are packing on your houses, people are building their new houses. How has work been recently for you? Because you are an interior decorator.
Yeah, I'm not only interior decorator too. Okay. I'm a stylist.
You're a stylist?
Yes. 8 years ago, 10 years ago, when Jonathan is the president of Nigeria, I could remember, change is moving. Let me say that 60% over 100. But now, what 95% of Nigeria wants now, let them see just food for table.
Food to eat.
Food to eat now. Anything, decoration, make hair, I'm just speaking with one of my colleagues here. I say, guy, how are you coping with this Christmas work? The guy laughs, say, it's not easy at all. Everybody fighting money to eat food. Now, you see the condition of Nigeria, everything is very, very, very bad. Since 8 years, the APC take over. 9 years, the APC take over. Everything in Nigeria is upside down. The reason I said that now, come to the streets, as my brother said that, many youths from age of, you see how Nigeria was now, from age of 11, 12 years, they already start what? Scam.
So-called Yahoo.
Yahoo, yes. 11 years, 12 years, they drop for primary 5. There are many in the streets. And the people that are still giving Nigeria little food is those young guys, those little boys that have just short life to live. We have many Yahoo in Nigeria here. We have Yahoo Plus. You know meaning of the Yahoo Plus? People that have extra mind than others. They have normal Yahoo. They have Yahoo Plus.
Now the question is that if you say Yahoo Plus, Yahoo, what is the future of a country where most of the youth are into illegal business?
What any country that starts living that kind of life, it shows that that country don't have future. Then believe, let them just enjoy that time and end their life. Because this youth you are seeing now, if they just live a good normal life and the government help those people, you know what will happen? Those youth will finish their education and carry this country up. But now those youth you already short their life because of what? A bad government. That is so that youth of Nigeria no hope, and the little one that have hope, you know what they are doing now? When they have a little change, they will fly out and leave Nigeria. Most of youth you are seeing in Nigeria here, like people like us now, like me, let me tell you the reality. When I have the opportunity to have the money to leave Nigeria, you know what I will do? I will do my paper, leave Nigeria, because I see that no hope in this Nigeria. Only people that are surviving and live very comfortable in this country is what? The politician and their children. And those politicians you are seeing, is not that they are living fine in Nigeria. They want to live good life. They will do it. They will still carry their money and travel outside country and live a good life. But it shows that whether the politician or not the politician, they prefer to live a good life outside country. It shows that Nigeria, what our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said, he said Nigeria is a Zoom country. It's a hellfire. People that believe the hellfire and people that believe in Zoom know that what is Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is truth. As far as the politician himself, they cannot live a good life in Nigeria. It shows that Nigeria don't have life. The youth itself that have a little money will do it. They will fly away to Nigeria. Look at in Nigeria, last 2 years or last year, how many doctors leave Nigeria? Many you that are sick, many of them die in the hospital because of what? No doctor, no nurse. When you have good qualification as a nurse, you do what? Your family will like to fly you out. Doctors, they will do it, they will leave Nigeria and travel. The people that have a good opportunity, they will leave Nigeria, so that no hope for this country.
So you are so if you are saying that there is no hope for Nigeria, and then you can some youth are trying to say yes, let us find something to do. But now can some okay again. Okay. So now if you say what is the way out, it's always complain and complain. But then let us begin to let us begin to round off in 2 minutes. Number one, what is the way? You spoke about the Nnamdi Kanu, who said then according to that Nigeria was a zoo. Maybe I don't agree with him. But now, what is the way out for Nigerians We are talking about our standard of living. Many people cannot eat, many people cannot feed. And this December, Christmas look like a bleak Christmas for Nigeria. What is the way out?
A way out for this Nigerian mess, we have only two options. That two option, number one, the Nigeria youth they are still remaining need to stop playing use Nigeria as a game. The main youth, let's stop using Nigeria as a game. Now another thing can make Nigeria to be okay now is to do it. The marriage we want to, we need to do it separate. When they marry a wife, you go to wedding, they say better for what? Better for what? This is the normal language they are using now. But now this is our generation, we are not using better for what? Whether good or bad. No. Go to many places, they say marriage is not better for us now. Nigeria marriage is not okay. It's not okay.
Thinking that separation is divorce.
We need to divorce. Ọkọ go your own, ìyàwó go your own. And in Nigeria it's ọkọ and ìyàwó. They need to separate. Yes. Go Okori, go. Kuria, go. And Musa, go. We will see that this nation will be a great nation than any nation in Africa.
Then how about, let me know, you're handing off now. How about, instead of separation, how about we should have a true federation where everybody controls their resources?
Number one, the main politician in Nigeria cannot agree. You know people that control Nigeria. People that control Nigeria, that's called Fulanis. Fulani Awusas, that's what they call it. Before they call it Hausa, but Fulani Awusas, the people that control Nigeria. Those Fulani Awusas, they don't have any resources for their land. It's not the main Hausa.
I'm coming. Fulani have resources. I'm coming. They have resources in the north. There's bitumen. There's they have gold. They have this whole country problem in Borno, California, and everything.
My brother, those people you mentioned is not the problem of Nigeria. It's the foreigners, the Fulanis. The foreigners, they enter north and conquer north, dominate north. That is the people I'm talking about. I'm not talking the indigenous of Hausas, the Fulanis. They call Fulani Hausas. That's how they pronounce it before. But they already come out and say they are the Fulanis. These are the people that are causing the problem of Nigeria. And without those people, leave Nigeria. Nigeria cannot be okay. That's why I say the marriage is due. They need to separate. Igbo go, Hausa go. Anyone who want to follow with Hausa, they can follow. But Nigeria must separate. Okay. And what bring very development in Nigeria and in Africa.
Thank you for coming. This is his opinion. If that separation is the only way out, but that is his opinion. Thanks for coming. Let me know. Stay. But let me have Mr. Femi. Then no, but I can stay. Good morning to you, Mr. Femi. You have heard from him. The reason why we are going back and forth on was the fact that National Grid collapsed. So earlier this morning, Mr. Lagide was here. Even with Pastor Gideon. Pastor Gideon is saying that it is not the Britain as Nigeria's problem. The Nigeria's problem is the fact that Nigerians are wicked. And he gave an example of how Owoile, for example, is recorded from him by Yorubas in Yoruba land here. But now this is the question. Do you have light yesterday?
Did I?
You have light yesterday.
We have it epileptically. It's not regular as we used to have it. And later I hear that there is another collapse, that our greedy has collapsed again. That big greedy, I call it where that thing. So I've not even heard the name before. I don't know that something called greedy or greedy. I don't know. This time that you started, when Nigeria want to have problems, you started hearing new English that you have not heard before. So I don't know that we have such issue. But this morning we have lights. We have lights this morning from mid of the night. At least when I wake up, there was light. Before I left office, there was still light. So
Bande, okay, but okay now let us go to the argument proper. Now I want you to have your own opinion on this. Mr. Lagide is here. He said that the system of Nigeria cannot work because we are not passing a true federal system. Pastor was here this morning, Pastor Gideon. He's saying that no, the Britain are not our problem. It is we that are our problem because we are wicked. What is your opinion concerning this thing?
It's both. Britain, the way they do their thing, they look at their own advantage first. But apart from that, Britain has left us. They are in their country. It is now remain for Nigeria. You know, you asked one question yesterday. You asked one question yesterday that Nigeria is joined together through the power of gun. That we are, if to say there is no gun, yeah, somebody said it, and I said I agree. I agree with the person that we are being united under the power of gun. But after we are being even united with the power of gun, what happened between me and you? Are we animals? Even when they join us with the gun, so should we also be attacking ourselves and still protecting ourselves?
I'm sorry to cut you short here. Therefore, I see the APC government is zero electric issue in Nigeria. Dr. Okoji that made that statement yesterday that Nigeria seems to be joined together by the barrel of gun is around this morning. Dr. Okoji, good morning. Say hello, guys. Good morning, Dr. Okoji. But continue.
Anyway, based on what we are seeing, honestly speaking, Nigeria issue is not what just started yesterday. Like I usually say, how can a particular country have one source of power for all this year that we have been using electricity? How can we have one source of power? This kind of degenerate electric powers something should have happened since. Honestly speaking, if to say this thing has been degenerated, imagine that we are still practicing regional system of government. The issue of electricity has been degenerated. You know the kind of power Chief Obafemi Awolowo will have brooded. People that succeeded him, you know the kind of power we will have power in excess. Go to other countries where they are serious, where they don't treat everything with negligence. And let me tell you, another thing in this country is that where there is inequity, people find excuse, to make people dry. Let me tell you, if issue of electricity is being settled in this country, some people's business is at risk. People that are dealing in generator, their problem is at risk. People that supply diesel, you know that the relevance of diesel will be reduced if the electricity actually stable and is affordable in this country. Do you know what billionaires that are involved in supplying people with diesel? These are the kind of problem. It's like armed robber that want to attack. They will look for a place where there is potholes, so that you will step. You will be a slow down, so that they'll be able to attack you. All these things, honestly speaking, is not a problem that Nigeria cannot tackle. They can tackle it, like issue of degenerating, deregulating our power system. The states are now started, doing their own power. How can we have one source of power like that? What happened to our solar system? If government declares state of emergency,
I'm not the condition. The coal in Enugu alone, if you are serious as a nation, can power Nigeria.
That's the truth of the matter. But because we don't have a government that is serious, and they look at what is going to be the backlash if Nigeria is moving on and we have electricity. That is the truth of the matter. So let me tell you, we have a railway line working before. What kill it? Some people, the haulage businessmen kill the business. That is the problem. So to tell you that if we really want to move this nation on, you want this nation to move on, you will step on toes. Some billionaires, you will have issue with them because their business is at risk. If you are going to Ibadan Express Road, you see one very gigantic company. I don't want to mention them so that I will not be advertising them. What are they doing? They are doing a generator. Nigeria has been a dumping ground. Look at another thing that they are doing now is solar system. Nigeria has become a dumping ground. Can you use solar system in China where there is electricity?
No, let me take you on this. Yesterday I was very busy. I know more about them. I have to read about him again, and I read where does this man have this ingenuity from? Then there's a man, Sir Michael Opara. I read about him again. I read more again about Samadu Bello. How did they just go to this level that now we don't have leaders that are so corrupt and they embezzle money and they work freely and they work with so much pride? Where are we going to see the likes of Sir Michael Opara, Samadu Bello, and all these men again in Nigeria?
Let me tell you, the problem is that in those times now, they saw it that there are some corrupt system, because when you have Michael Opara, when you have also for don't forget this Minister of Finance that time, the man that was killed, Okochebo was accused of being absolutely corrupt. So the people that intervened that time, they saw corruption. But if to say they were able to see far and see that there will be more wars. That there will be a time will come that the corruption that they see today will be a baby to the one that is coming. Maybe they wouldn't have taken that decision. And as we are getting older, Yoruba will say ọ̀kánjú àdàgbà ó bí olè. As we are getting, so when a greedy man is growing, he gives back to a thief. So as we are growing every day, our level of corruption is started growing worse and worse and worse every day. My daddy told me when Shagari was a president, if they give him for one big money, but this money is too much. They will say, "Shut up." That's how they hit it.
Your dad was a politician.
Well, he was not an educated person, but he was a politician, the follower of Awolowo. So you know what these people, since they are not educated, they know how to listen to information. Their radio is their friend that time. So but when we are okay, you can imagine when Buhari and Idi Agbon, when they were there, Nigeria, even if there was a corruption, it was very, very limited until we have another system that even now legalize corruption until
I'm sorry, so corruption has been legalized?
If some government legalize corruption, now go and check our system, our constitution, you will see that in some area corruption is being legalized, because when you even when they even catch you with that you embezzle money or something, the kind of treatment they will give you, the kind of judgment they will give you is very, very light compared to the crime you have committed. That is the truth of the matter. If to say we catch somebody now that you embezzle Nigerian money without much ado, you are able to prosecute that, and they sentence you to life imprisonment. Unnecessary people will sit right.
Let me have stay with me here, because you close with me, but let me have Mr. Olajide. So Mr. Olajide, before you left us, we were talking about unity of Nigeria, and what caused it was the fact that we are looking, thank you so much, my man there. We are looking at the fact that okay, say that the doctor is saying that leave Britain out of our failures. A 64-year-old person cannot blame his or her parents for failure, especially when he has a good foundation to succeed. Therefore, I say that Britain is not only Nigerian government. I should ask yourself, what's the reason why everyone who wants to be president of Nigeria must go to Chatham House for interview before becoming president? So the doctor is not getting the job. But you said, now I'm coming. No, you have to. I have only one here. I just have to round it. But Dr. Kwai said that leave Britain out of Nigerian failures. In the morning, you said that Britain seems to be part of our problem. But Dr. Kwai is saying that no, leave Britain out of our problem. You are 64 years old. A 64-year-old man can be able to think for himself and act for himself. What do you have to say?
Dr. Ukwoji, let me tell you that there cannot be smoke without fire. There's always an origin of anything. Whatever you can think of, you can talk of, there's always origin of everything. What is the origin of Nigeria? Just simple question. How did Nigeria come into existence? How did Nigeria come into being? Is this really the nationalists that make up Nigeria that bring ourselves together and form ourselves into a country called Nigeria and give this a name Nigeria? It is not. We are not the one. The origin of this country, we have to start from the origin. The origin of the present country called Nigeria is not from the nationalists that are existing, which every nation of the world believe has the right of self-determination. Nigeria, African Center, United Nations, every center of the organization of the whole world believe that every individual have the right to self-determination, have the right to self-existence. So it's a foreign country that came to our different locality. Yoruba be existing only being ruled by the children by the Oba. So other tribes that be existing in their own locality. These indigenous people are existing on their land. Or the British came and conquered King Koroko of Lagos. From there, they extended their rule. I said this in money. They extended their rule to other parts of the country. Oba Abini was driven out of his palace, was later arrested and sentenced to death. So that's how they extended their atrocities to other parts of the country, north and the rest. And then they exercised dominion, exercised conquest over the nation, over the entirety of the region called the over every locality, over every indigenous land of where this Nigeria of this nationalities are existing. Yoruba land, in Igbo land, in Benin land, and they are now exercise conquest over them. They now brought about political administration under rulership of British government. This is the origin of the present state called Nigeria. But if we assume that it is these nationalities that on their own agree to come together and form a nation, like it happened in US, all the states in US all agreed. United States of America, United States of America. Each of the states went to among their people. We want to form a nation called America with other states, about 50 states. Each of the states went to their nationalities, their people, and the union people, and tell them, and each of them agreed. And they came up with charter of demand, charter of what will be the constituent of what shall be the agreement of existence. And all of them now agree together and stand together. And California table is home, Nevada table is home, New York, Texas, Washington. No, Washington is the state capital. That is the national capital. All each of these states of them came with their what they agree with their people. And the table is at the federal meeting, and they all agreed to those ones. But for us to form a central government, these are what our people agree should be ceded to the central government. And then they all went back to their citizens and conduct a referendum on each of the things who agreed before they now form a United States of America. And that has been the basis of the administration of that country. Since the American government has been existing, central government does not dabble into economic activities of each state. Every resources you have your state, you develop it, you exploit it, you do the business of it, and pay a percentage of the revenue you make at the end of the year to the central government. The only matter they agree to concern the federal is the foreign policy, military, currency, maybe internal security. That's all. Even with that, each of them will have their internal security, they have their police, they have their judiciary to the same level. So every matter that has to do with the indigenous, every indigenous matter of their usage is handled by the state. It's only federal matter you can then go ahead. So this is how nation emerge. This is how country emerge. So UK is the problem that force every entity. UK is the problem that amalgamated. This government is the problem that amalgamated every entity, every locality, every nationality together by force.
Okay, let me tell you, sir. Actually, Yoruba will say, a child of 6 years that refused to walk, that means he has a little fault from the parent. But what he's talking about, I'm not agree with it, because when we wanted to even request for our independence, we have choice to either have our independence together or we have it separate. It was our leader who said, okay, on the basis of federalism, I think it was Sifo Bafemi Awolowo and Sik that championed that thing. They were the one that tabled what they call true federalism. And when we first of all get independent, that was what we have same practicing, regional system of government, true federalism. That is the truth of the matter. Our region is control our resources. The only thing we have common at that time was the security and currency as it was. But as time goes on, we are the one that started putting. Was it America that said we should scramble our parliamentary system of government and turn it to presidential? Was it Britain? No, it wasn't Britain. It was all our own idea that will make our government to look like America home. What we are practicing before was true federalism, parliamentary system of government, and that's when Nigeria was on the move, on a good move for the first 6 years. For the first 6 years. So I don't say that Britain don't have, but are we the only one that was colonized? Was South Africa not colonized?
Now we seem to agree on coming. Now we seem to agree with Dr. Okonjege, who said that Nigeria is a sovereign nation and have power to choose how to govern itself.
That is the truth of the matter. Are we the only one that was governed? Look at what happened in Ghana recently when they did the election and the whole world loved them because of transparency. Do we need Britain before we have transparency in this country? Let's forget about all these things.
Mr. Brown convinced he said that Awolowo said he wanted a regional system, but I'm coming. Let me Oluwa must talk. Oluwa is here. That's according to Mr. Lua. Before he reacts to the statement, Mr. Lua, good morning. Now, yesterday there was national grid collapse. That was the 12th time this year. That means in every month there's a national grid collapse. Now it has now brought us the topic that and we want Nigeria in terms of why should we be having this power at the center? Every state should have their own. Is it their own power grid? At least so every state will manage their own. What do you have to say? Is Britain the problem our problem, or our leaders have not performed well?
God bless you for that question. You see, let me tell you one thing. Since in the history of Nigeria, let me be frank with you. I never hear anything called power grid. And this administrative, I can't hear say power. What is the meaning of power grid? Say if you don't get light, then they say that power grid. Say don't fall. How long will it fall? See, the problem with us is within ourselves. Our leaders, they are very wicked and they are bad. So let us be frank with ourselves. British, when they talk, are they not living better? They are living better. Anybody know they run from here? Anybody outside they go? How long when they don't leave Nigeria? Till today, Nigeria say they say that British. See, the problem of Nigeria is the problem. See, when our leaders checkmate themselves, checkmate their brain, and learn this language, let them distribute this stock according to what you just said. Power, each state has the authority, has the capacity to run his state. He has the financial to have the power to set up. You understand? See, you will not be breaking federal every time when something fall now for president.
Now, do you agree with what you said? I'm coming to tell you. I say Britain did colonize Nigeria alone. Britain colonized America, Australia, and they are great nations.
You see, let me tell you that word. I'm telling you that we are the problem. When Britain now left, we now start our mago. We now became a problem of ourselves. See what is happening in Nigeria now. Under how many years? You see Jagaba say, na my turn, he come. In the variation of the half year, Nigeria don't jaga, just scatter. Can you imagine? Okay, now we've done it 4 years, uncle. You see, one day we must take the bull by the horn, and I believe that now one day that mass revolution is coming. Without that cleanness of Nigeria will never move forward.
So you don't believe that Nigeria can be moved forward by elections? It's by
election. See, na party be election. Okay, somebody tell you say 9 ton and 9 ton. Where are the INEC? Where was the government?
say whether you vote or not.
It's in the middle of the night they announce election, and now they there now they talk say it has no vacancy at 2027. See, there must be a shake up within ourselves because Nigeria never wake up. I wonder before he left, he said Nigeria must fight for themselves. Nobody will fight for me and you because who you believe say will fight for me and you is ready to suck me and you. You understand? Okay, see that time of instance. You see instance. You see police brutality never reduced. It reduced because in the history of Nigeria never believe when they say you go enter streets, burn everywhere. Do it because of say they don't tire. You dey waka dem hold you dey pass. They put you for inside motor carry before you know they don't pack you, they don't collect your money, they can throw you, they can even kill you. But one day you no stop. See, all those nonsense must stop except we make it to stop. We go see they hear more. How much is dollar now? Who fights? No. But yesterday, when Nigeria was not even hungry, just because of 1 naira or 2 naira, the present administrative organized on youth, brainwash them, carry them go doctor, say Donata must leave. Now he leaves. Now, what about them now? Who say they go leave now? Other bad government other day say don't protest in Lagos, don't do this. They now share money. That money one day we go finish. You see, Nigeria must be brutalized. We must sacrifice before we see the truth. You don't go see truth. How long man you don't do Nigeria now? Where is the truth? Except your opportunity to get one kind of when you go to work. Graduate day for everywhere. So Okada, you said Okada here. You now bring economy policy of wickedness and again Okada put a hustle, take care of the family, now back in the Okada go in another one government. So there must be brutality one day to end this injustice.
So you have the opinion that until, like I quoted Awolowo, that until Nigerians fight for themselves, nothing will change.
How will we change? How long? How long would they? Okay, now they buy everybody now. Both all their enemy before, now they enter their camp. Because they believe say they go the rule us they go. Suffering now, smiling, suffer for what? Enjoy forever. How you want to go heaven? Every day suffer. How much you say bread? Go down my place now. You go hold 1,000 naira. You are afraid of what you want to buy because you can't sustain you. Before if you hold at 500, 200, say you go chop beans and bread. But now, uncle, see where are we going? We are not trustable, so we have to one day say, okay, but we will die ourselves. At the end of the day, we will see the light because without that,
enjoyment. You go better. How long? So yeah, I don't want that. I don't want points. Papa did for us. I just build the house. I want enjoy. Where's your enjoyment?
So okay, let me hand off before I go to India. I'll come back to you. Now, do you ever think that Nigerian youth can ever speak to one voice? We are talking about, because we are not really one. The Igbo used to say something, Yoruba you say, outside to say different things. Do you think, and politicians are always dividing us by sharing money. But do you think that one day Nigerian youth will say, no, enough is enough, we want a good leader?
See, that one is compulsory. See, nobody believes that one day Nigeria youth go come together and say, let us end this brutality of police. See, one day Nigeria youth they will come together, all those people they go wrong because we are the leaders of tomorrow. I'm telling you, see, we dey watch the film now, we don't know what is happening. Some country dey when youth go enter, president, army say police they go draw their house, they go run because they say they be human being of that nation. See, police say they hungry, soldiers say they hungry. They go see corruption and a whole soldier will go to garage to garage collecting 1,000. A whole military man, because of the rate of their poverty. Did you think that they are happy? They are waiting for me and you to start the uprising. An uprising must remove those injustices out of the corridor of power.
Okay, let me go back to Mr. Lajibe and even Zolo stay with me. Let me start reading comments here. Okay, so we start from Awolowo said he wants a regional system. Odoto was said that Britain did not colonize Nigeria alone. Britain colonized America, Australia, they are a great nation. Zabuama Akombi, good morning, said, who congratulated Tinubu first? Nigeria is not independent, that's his opinion, Mr. Zabuama Akombi. That only 8 years, and I know about those 8 years, there is Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger that are independent in West Africa. So Nigeria is not independent, and we are talking about economy. Odoto is saying that it's a shame to be blaming Britain. After 64 years of independence, despite all the mineral deposits that would have made Nigeria a rich nation, Zabuama Akombi is now saying that British choose your president. Let me have your opinion on that.
Well, one thing people don't understand is that when we are talking of a nation is brought about by collective agreement of the people. Every nation is seen in the system, modern day nation. The way the United Nation accept it to happen is that people willingly agree to come together and live together among themselves and pronounce themselves a nation. Not that somebody will come from anywhere and feel used together. If British has not come to Nigeria and feel Yoruba with Igbo and feel Igbo with Fulani with Hausa, Fulani with Ibibio with Calabar, Ibibio with Ijo, if they have let individual entities in their locality, in their region where God placed them, each of them will have emerged as a nation on their own. Ijo will have emerged a nation on his own, in his own land. Yoruba will have emerged a nation on his own land. Igbo will have emerged a nation on his own land because over the years, their king system of government, monarch system of government will have collapsed. It will have given rise to democratic system of government. Each of these localities will have emerged, these new people will have emerged, a nation on their own. Then you come from a far country, you fuse each of these locality entity, indigenous people, together with one another and pronounce a name on them by names called Nigerians. So you are the one to be blamed for it. If you have like I said, you have been left alone. You have developed from a monarchical system of government, from kingship government to a more democratic government, and we have been developing at our own pace. All this being held down together with Ifulani and Ijo and Ibibio. Who have been there? That's why I'm talking about the origin of the nation called Nigeria. It is fused together by British. If Hausa, Yoruba have been left on their own, they will have developed into a nation on their own, as Hausa nation, as Yoruba nation, as Igbo nation, as Ijo nation, as Ibibio nation, and each of them will have developed at their own pace, and there will not be issue of no life. There will not be an issue of no life in Lagos. As national grid collapse in Iluperu, Niger State. There will not be issue of national grid collapse in Iluperu, of which has no light in Southwest. Because Southwest will have developed on its own. We have created for its own electricity need. Rightly you said in the money, the president are getting the money. I will not need wonders with cocoa money. So South would have developed as a nation. Yoruba people, Yoruba nation, we have developed also from the onset. We have gathered from kingship set of government to democratic stations whereby every resources it has developed will be used to develop people. So but because each of these indigenous people were fused together with one another, this is the architect of the present Nigerian problem. I'm still saying I'm remain on it because Igbo on their own their land we have grown into an Igbo nation. Yoruba will have grown to a Yoruba nation here. The Igbo on their land we have grown to a Yoruba nation. If there is nobody from outside to come and fuse all of them together into a state called Nigeria, there wouldn't have been this problem we are experiencing in Nigeria. Okay. Yeah, it's the business that made me a Nigerian. It's his business not going to pronounce me in Nigeria. I'm a Yoruba man. I'm a Yoruba nation. I have become a citizen of Yoruba nation. So do you agree with Tomato? I don't know who I got personally as my father in politics. I don't know what said. I am first from Ogun State. Then I'm a Yoruba person. Then before I'm a Nigerian. That's the party now. That's the reality of it now. What constitutes a Nigerian? What make up Nigeria are excuse me, what makes up a Nigeria are the ethnic nationalities. It's the virtue of being a Yoruba man that it falls within geographical location, geographical territory called Nigeria that makes up a Nigerian. Okay. Ashanti is a tribe in Ghana. It's actually a man in Nigeria. It's a Nigerian. It's not now. Ashanti tribe in Ghana. It's a Nigerian. Because that tribe does not fall within geographical configuration location of Nigeria. The ethnic nationalities that make up Nigeria, they are the one that have the right to become a Nigerian. So, and this one, the one that will form themselves into a nation. These are the one that will agree to themselves to form a nation. So, but you are a Nigerian by virtue of being a member or a tribe of the indigenous tribe that make up that nation, that constitute a nation. Yoruba, Igbo, Ibibio, and the rest. These are the ethnic nations that become a Nigerian. Anyone outside this world, they are not Nigerians. So your friend is that's the quality and the right that makes you to be a Nigerian. So I'm first a Yoruba man from Ogun State. That won't confirm to be a Nigerian. That's the constitution, that's the indigenous, one indigenous entity, like a necessity that make up Nigeria that makes to become Nigeria. So that was 100% right. Okay, sir. Thanks for coming, sir. And God bless you. Let me have Olua. I'm here. Let me run over to Olua then. Pastor is at the background. Mr. Olua, you are rounding off now. The youths are not smiling, but they cannot do anything. What do you want to see to be done by our youth? We have more youth population. Elders are controlling the power. What should you do, Mr. Olua? Let's go.
You see, one day when you say we are not smiling, one day we must come together. See, I believe that there must be a wicked uprising. See, whether you like it or not, go and take my word. Before 2027, Nigeria must be a different name entirely. See, things must change for us because we are getting out of hand. The suffering is too much. You see, we must come together, and we must come together. Coming together is not by saying, hey, Boko. You see, there must be a spiritual intervention with our hearts against them. They will not come united together and say, this country belongs to us, and tomorrow we are the owner of this country. We can't be wasting our life like that, and we are watching the elderly, 100 years old only, now bringing his son to be governor, now bringing his daughter to be the whole world. See, we must stop all those injustices. That's why you and I must fight for the truth. God bless you, Mr. Olua. Let me ask Pastor. I think we are closing home now. Pastor, good morning. All our viewers, like I said, if you are watching, click on that like button, like what you are doing. Also comment, so that like I'll be doing, I really have comment. Comment, let's have your opinion, then we'll discuss it here. Pastor is my last reviewer for today. Pastor, good morning, sir.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
We're speaking about the national grid collapse. Do you have light in the area?
We have partially, but not as usual.
Because the issue of national grid has brought us again to the issue of Nigeria, because it affects Nigeria. Are we truly an independent nation? Let's start from there.
That question, I said it before that Nigeria, the sovereignty of Nigeria is in doubt. It's in doubt because as a country, you need to possess monopoly of coercive power. And we look at the complaint of federal government the other time in relation to what is happening to national grid and their inability to repair and police it, it still boiled down to not having monopoly of coercive power. That is a situation where government blame nonsense actors, bandits, for destroying critical infrastructure in the power sector. And that is part of the reason they say we are seeing national grid collapse. If they fix it, they go back, they destroy it. And those destroying it are still within Nigerian sovereignty, within Nigerian supposed sovereignty. And the government, with all the intelligence, with all the money being voted into security, somebody will be somewhere wreaking havoc in the system unchecked. It threatens, it questions our sovereignty. Toji Bello the other time burned down military vehicle. You know on record that he has been arrested or is under prosecution. And he's still within the Nigerian supposed sovereign states. So the sovereignty of Nigeria is questionable.
So they are saying the sovereignty of Nigeria is questionable. Now let me read some comment that came in earlier. But there's this back and forth. Okay, good night, sir. Blame. When Dr. Kwaji said something, he said that Nigeria is a sovereign nation and has the power to govern itself. What do you have to say about that?
We are talking the power. Is it not questioned? Is it not threatened? Are we not supposed to have monopoly of coercive power? Is the military not supposed to arrest and suppress any bandit, any terrorist? You know how many years Boko Haram have operated in Nigeria? Islamist power is not part of Nigerian sovereignty. What are we saying? It's clear. Nigerian sovereignty is questionable to the extent that we are finding it difficult to police the nation. It doesn't matter anybody's opinion. As a government, as armed forces, you must possess monopoly of coercive power. It's not something you share with nonsense actors.
But the question is this, because this year we started the conversion from. You have seen blame game. Pastor is saying, Pastor Kine was here this morning, he said that the Britain is not Nigeria's problem, that they've left Nigeria for many years. We don't talk, seem to agree with him. Now again, Mr. Olajide just left, he said that no, that Britain was our problem, but the foundation was faulty, which Mr. Buamo are convincing to agree with him. What is your own stance on this issue?
What has Britain to do with your ability to police the country? What has Britain to do with your ability to gather intelligence? Also, what has Britain to do with the ability for us to buy arms and ammunition to fight insurgency? What are we saying? Are you saying the British would come and think for us, form policies for us?
So you think that Britain is not the cause of our problem?
It is childish to start thinking that Britain is the reason you are not able to police yourself. What are we saying? Is Britain the one? It doesn't make any sense to even start bringing Britain into the picture. Are we not human? Don't we have our policy makers? Don't we have our security architecture? What are we saying? And I don't think what is happening is a function of inability of our leaders to address it. They can't Britain out of it. Because if Nigerian government through the armed forces need money to procure arms, there have never been any time National Assembly hinder them by way of not approving, maybe borrowing or to source for fund. That is on one hand. Haven't gotten the fund, how do they use it? We have seen the last administration where even federal government drew 1 billion from SS crude accounts. Out of which I think they use about $500 million to buy 12 Tucano jets. So why would you not be blaming a foreign country for your own war, for your own inability to police your territory? Can't Britain out of it? What we are seeing is purely incompetence on the part of those saddled with responsibility to do the job. That is where hair should start rolling. If somebody is the chief of army staff, chief of naval staff, chief of air staff, name it, national security advisor, name it, and you are not forthcoming in delivering your responsibility, sanctions should follow, hair should roll. There should be consequence of failure. When you start doing that, you give another person the responsibility, that person will take it serious. And then tell me that you, as a country, you go and bomb civilian populace, and you claim that you were relying on intelligence from a foreign partner. What deter you from building the capacity to gather intelligence by yourself? What are we saying? Those things are excuse for failure. Nobody is ready to take excuse for failure. And because Nigerian leaders know that the potency of Nigerian electorate to hire and fire them is not a force. That's why they can do all this. They know that the ability of Nigerian electorate to hire and fire is being used in the way it should be used, and is not threatened by what manipulating the electoral process. I don't think the government will be for dragging what the citizens are saying, provide protect lives and property.
Odotokoji, okay, he said thank you, Mr. Matthew. Mr. Koji is of the opinion that the Britain are not our problem. So he's saying thank you, Mr. Matthew. But let's go to the issue of I'll have you on this. You spoke like a prophet on Tuesday. When I asked you what then dollar was 1,500, it was going down. And I asked you why was it going down? I said this seems to be artificial. That very soon we might see. And now dollar is almost 1,700. How are you able to, how do I put it, forecast and make this your decision?
What happened was cosmetic. For people, at times people do not care to read. For those who care to read, all these things are in the public domain. What happened was there were three factors that necessitated it. The first one was that CBN moved from the platform, FS platform, to a different platform. And in the platform, we show winning buyer, winning seller, real time. So somehow it do away with all issue of speculation, and it gives you the real value of naira at a glance. As such, banks start rushing to give out dollar they were holding. That's on one hand. But that one is sustainable. Another one is that some Nigerian government issued a euro bond, and it was oversubscribed. So they needed to sell the excess. That is the liquidity in the economy. I mean, dollar liquidity is that inflow of dollar. So by the time they start issuing it out, it's like you now have excess of dollar, forces of demand and supply. That is part of what was driving it down. And it was not sustainable because it was not driven by production. If we are producing more to export to foreign exchange, that is sustainable. Now, another thing is we are in unitized season, where you see Nigerians coming from that Nigerian in diaspora. Most of them come this period and they come with FS dollar to spend. Even Nigerians who make money through cryptocurrency and all that come and spend, convert to naira to spend. So you see that the pressure on naira reduces this period. So what people were celebrating was cosmetic. If personally, before I start celebrating, if naira is appreciating, I will see that it's being driven by risk sector. If, for instance, we diversify the economy into agriculture, into production that we eventually export, I will start exporting and start any foreign exchange, and the dollar start dropping against dollar, I will clap hand for federal government because it's sustainable. So it was not difficult to extrapolate that what happened the other time was a mere cosmetic and that is not sustainable.
So let me do something. Mr. Tunde Okafor, I always tell Mr. Tunde Okafor, stay with us on Flip TV. But I don't know, maybe he has been with us, but he just commented now. God bless you, Mr. Tunde Okafor. Said, I am Tunde Okafor, respecting Pastor Matthew because of his educational standard. So thanks for that comment. Good morning, Flip TV. Good morning, you are feeling from Welling. Mr. Lasso Komi, my name is Sekem. Good morning. Thanks for always staying with us. Like I said, today by 8:30 we are here. And okay, so Mr. Baba Akobi is saying that Nigeria is incapable of defending its territory, and you are talking about sovereignty. Now let me leave that. Let me go to the fact of
I said that Nigerian sovereignty is threatened.
Yes. Yes. Let me go to the issue of Kemi Badeno. I don't know if you have been both following the back and forth.
Is it the one for VP?
Yes. No. Kemi Badeno, yes, I am the VP, who is the conservative leader in the UK. This lady does not seem to, how do I put it? She does not seem to have this. Yes, with Nigeria. She seems to have. Yes. Our own pretense with. Like I read the other time. I always follow this international forum. She said that the Britain don't need to pay any reparations anymore. She said it the last time when they were clapping for her. And we saw again when we were saying, Kemi, bad enough. Britain are saying, go back to your country, but that's one side. But now, him and the VP, they're having this back and forth. VP is saying, that's Kasim Shettima, he's saying that, Kemi, bad enough, remove Kemi from your name if you cannot align or organize Nigeria as where you come from. What do you have to say concerning that back and forth issue with the VP and Ms. Kemi Badenoch?
It is quite unfortunate that Nigerians and their leaders do not follow precedents. Because if you look at even when Obama became the president of the United States of America, there were high expectations from Africans. But unfortunately, you fail to realize that these are people who have forgotten whether they have anything like African origin. So if you are looking forward to them for anything, I think you are not getting it right. You can only look forward to maybe a Nigerian who perhaps leave Nigeria to America, to Britain, to Canada, maybe within the space of 10 years, 5 years, 7 years. Not somebody who have lost his identity. I'm not trying to fault her anyway, because she's right. She have right to her opinion, her ideology, her perspective based on the issue at stake. But come to think of it, what have Nigeria done for her?
Before her, what have Nigeria done for you?
Nothing. No, I'm asking for even the VP of Nigeria to start questioning the rationale behind the woman not trying to connect with Nigeria. If the woman were to be in perhaps difficulty over there as someone that have Nigerian origin, will Nigeria rise in her defense? It's on record that Nigerians were passing through hell in Libya, occasioned by Nigerian diplomatic row with Libya. Did Nigerian government rise to defend their citizens in there? They will only want to recognize anyone that have exemplified himself. But when Nigerians I saw a video that was trending online where a leader of Nigerians in Libya was expressing their predicament, their inability to fight for the people, saying that even Nigeria High Commission embassy in Libya at times is handicapped.
So because you'll be surprised that you know how many Nigerians are reportedly in prisons all over the world.
That's what I'm saying. So it was surprising seeing even the VP blaming the woman. What is Nigeria doing for Nigerians in diaspora when they have issues? So for me, I think they should they should leave the woman alone.
So we are closing now. What are your final words on the issue of national grid collapse? That what made us to start talking about how Nigeria is not one, how you are not passing a true federal system. When are we going to have something that looks like a true federal system as a nation in Nigeria? Instead of looking up to Abuja, when something collapses, it affects everybody. Why can't each and every state have their own power grid? We're talking about how coal in Enugu, for example, can be used to power the of Nigeria. What do you have to say concerning the issue of true federalism in Nigeria? Let's go.
Paul Jimmy said in one of his videos that is trending online that the current status quo in terms of the grand norm, in terms of the constitution, that no matter who you put in Aso Rock, it will fail. All you are seeing is a function of constitutional provision, and we need to reject it for things to start working. And the only way we can reject it is to have people who are truly elected by the people, who are ready to listen to the people. Because currently, even Mr. President handlers are already saying that they will win election in 2027, not even minding whether the man is delivering dividends of democracy to the people or not. So, to answer your question directly, the issue of grid collapse and numerous problems we have in this country can only be addressed if we get it right with the electoral process.
So let me read some comments. So before I let you go, I have to read some comments because I'm supposed to close now, but Mr. Raf is here. Mr. Latukom is saying, he's my name. He said, when I left Nigeria 2.5 years ago, it was less than 500 to £1. You don't know what it is today. God help Nigeria. Mr. Latukom, which my name is saying it. David Okafor is saying that I am Tony Okafor, saying that the lady of conservative voiced out our opinion about Nigeria corrupt system, which I have said. Now, like you put it, like I said again, Rotokoji said that ethnic rate is easy to put it under Tinubu's government. People returning home for Xmas have an opportunity for Nigeria to reduce the ethnic rate just to buy cheaper. Mr. Okafor said that, and said that Nigeria can never progress economically socially and politically. Round of let's
I've said it and still repeating it. We need to reject the system in terms of the ground on the constitution. It's not people's original constitution. It was imposed on Nigerians by the military, and it's not working.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Matthew, because I was going to close with you, but then I've seen Mr. Rapp, so I have to just find a way to put him in. Mr. Rapp, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning, our viewers. Please, compliment of this season. I just come late because I went somewhere. You know, I'm so committed this time around. At least, as he always says it, we have works. We work.
Yes.
We do business. Please, forgive me for coming late, but I'm just cherishing your viewership, your presence every day, every morning, to stay awake. Some of you that live in America, you always stay awake to watch us. Thank you so much. We cherish you. We love you. You are highly esteemed. King Joe, Ukwoji, Mr. Ukwoji, Jane Ogo, Tunde Okafor, Mami Nkechi, Mama Israel in America, King Joe, Oba, all of you, voice community, there are many of them. Yes, Mr. Uzo, how many am I going to name? Olasukomi, you are there. Brahimo, you are there. Omo Oduduwa, you are there. Baba Olayinka, you are there. All of you are there. Modesty, Amuche, all of you. Chichimbono, I love you guys. Then, Mami Falochede, I love you, all of you guys. Happy Christmas, Xmas in advance.
So, because we cannot go on and on, we have limited time. But let me, I want to ask you one question, and let us talk about this, which is very good news. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we saw our Pasuma, the musician. He bought food rice here, 5 kg, and they were saying, yes, I will saw it. I will video this. Now, a man from Anambra State is a businessman. His name is Sir Ifeanyi Paul Ekulobia. He's sharing 500 tricycle keke, receiving machine to his village people as Christmas gift in Anambra State. So these are people, Nigerians are good. They are happy people.
Are good. Pasuma Wonder, a musician, spending on his what? Talent. He didn't steal money. He did not rule Ogun State or Kano State or Kwara. He is spending his hard-earned money. Nigerians are good. Look at Pasuma. Pasuma Wonder, my man. Oh yeah, delegate. So it go good for you. Then this man, Ifeanyi Chukwu from Ekulobia, Anambra State, bought 500 tricycle in Anambra State, sharing it to the community people, community youth, grinding machine, sewing machine, everything. Anambra Obododike, we don't hang on the air because we are bigger than elephants. Anambra people. Thank you so much, Mr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Paul. Thank you. God will refurbish back. God will bless you. Jiseke arrows on my otua kozuolo orono.
So let's so what we are taking you to is the fact that if private people can be doing this, what is the duty of our politicians? If business people, musicians are helping people in this
okay, let me tell you, Mr. Ewa, there's no how you can change what is bad to be good anymore. Nigerian political system is bad, and we'll be working hard to launder the image of Nigerian political leadership in Nigeria for many years. The more we launder it, the more dirtier it becomes than ever. I don't know what I understand. So there's nothing you can do today to make sure that you launder the image of Nigerian politicians, to turn a new leaf, to understand that their work is to do what I'm coming. Let me John, why is Ezewa? Why is greeting you? I'm asking if your phone is still working. It's not working. I've not bought it yet. Like I said, I announced it here. On Sunday, his phone was stolen by this scavengers. They stole his phone. He was doing something, pickpocket. Like I've been saying, even at this bus stop here in Ogba, we have been starting bags recently. Here, we have been seeing women crying, telling women. So they stole his phone over the weekend. Dr. Koji is asking for the account number for the Dr. Koji is greeting you. Can get him back. Yes, Dr. Koji is greeting you. Ukwoji, my brother. Good morning, my brother. Yagazelgi, I adelege madelengi nandibegi, Chineke gozelgi nyelga kanno. It is well with you, Mr. Ukwoji. I'm hailing you. Thank you so much for at least making it a point of duty to watch us, to comment with us, to chat with us. We appreciate you. You are highly esteemed and cherished like other ones.
So So they don't want to ask for the account number for the end of year part. Let me read it out here. The account name is Oluku Ibinosa Matthew. That's his name.
Matthew, yeah.
We know him as Pastor Matthew, very popular, a man of integrity.
Yeah.
Every year the account go to him. Now the account number is 222 03 892. So let me repeat again. The account number is 222 03 892. So immediately after the end of the program, the technical dude, they are going to put the account number. Just watch after the end of the program, going to put it after 5 minutes end of the program. So let us round off. This program is only 30 minutes. Because of our viewers and everybody, I try to make it 2 hours just to make everybody enjoy. Mr. Tomorrow we talk about that for a long time. But let us just round off here.
Yeah.
Nigeria, because of this power issue, there's no light everywhere.
There's no light.
What can we do to make Nigeria, or leaders to make Nigeria enjoy Nigeria, because Nigerians are tired of this country?
If you ask me, what we can do to make Nigerians enjoy Nigeria is anybody that embezzles public fund should be sent to what? Firing squad. Listen and listen good. China is doing it. Vietnam is doing it. If you steal public fund in China, they will send it to firing squad. Chinese central bank governor, Chinese CBN governor, their governor stole $17 million. He was condemned to death. That was last. Let me cut you short. Mr. Silva is asking for the account number of Mr. Matthew. So let me read it for his phone number. Mr. Matthew's phone number, sir. 080 34 78 81 37. Let me read. This is Mr. Matthew's phone number. Because Mr. Silva is asking of it. 080 34 78 81 37. 080 34 78 81 37. That's the phone number of Mr. Matthew. Where all the account number of the end of the year party, the account goes to. He's a man of integrity, and we trust him. So, Mr. Raf, let's continue. We are closing now. What should be done to people that are still in the Commonwealth of Nigeria? My brother, if you dip your hand into public force, if you dip your hands as a government official or one of the agents of the federal government of any country in the world, if you dip your hands into the public fund there, it means you hurt the entire country. You don't want that country to exist. You don't want that country to eat. You don't want the economy of that country to excel, which is why I'm coming out with this suggestion. If anybody stole or steals public fund in the Nigerian government, they should send the person to firing squad so that they will stop it. Who is going to sign the bill? Who is going to sign it? That is it, because they are all over. All of them are in the House of Senate there. They are all lawmakers. They will never allow the bill to excel. They will debate it and debate it. But there was a time Adam Ochomo will come out with that suggestion. That was when they say they should be sending bandits, Boko Haram terrorists to the firing squad. They should be sending people that commit other criminalities, like criticizing government, to firing squad. Adam Ochomo is okay. What about we, the lawmakers, the government functionaries? We are stealing fund. Let us make our own death penalty. They shouted down on him. I heard something. I'll come with fire. Closing with this. I heard something. How a 17-year-old boy, Shegu, he stole fowl, they call it chicken, and eggs. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. Last week, we saw, he was sentenced to death, yes. Last week, we saw how somebody stole food stuff, rice, garri. They gave him 2 years imprisonment. But our politicians are allegedly to have been stealing 80 billion, 100 billion, so in trillions of naira. And they are working free. What is the way forward? We are closing. The only way forward now is to arrest Yayabelo. You have sentenced to prison. To prison? Yes. Okay. Very good. How many years? No, not 2 years. No. Okay. It's in remanded. Prison. Yes. It is remanded. We need it. We need them to rush the judgment. They should fasten up, because before you know it, they can sweep that matter under carpet. Bello should be used as example. Anybody that dips his hands into public force in Nigeria should face very stringent punishments. stringent one. I don't understand. So that person could serve as a deterrent. I don't understand to others. If you continue to pet them, Yahya Bello was enjoying in UAE while the whole Nigerians were gnashing our teeth over the kind of huge amount of money he embezzled. It was recently that he came down to Nigeria that he was apprehended at the airport. But what I'm trying to suggest is that let us make it capital punishment. If we make it capital punishment, Nigeria will be better than China. If Mr. President, if Senate President, if Vice President, if governors and ministers and commissioners, anybody ranging from councillor dip their hands into the public fund or purse of this country, they should hammer that person. They should send him to the gallows. Okay. If possible, gallows is what they use to do what? To execute people during the era of revolution in Europe. They sent many kings and queens to the gallows. Gallows is a big equipment like that. They use it to cut somebody's head. Oga, that is when this society will be what? Sanitized. Okay. Nothing like that will ever happen again if they make it capital punishment.
Mr. Ralph has been unavailable absent recently, but please come early tomorrow. I want to have you on many different topics, okay. And I'm going to give you more time. But thanks for coming, Mr. Ralph. Mr. Asasa is here. God bless him. Many people were here with me. God bless each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. Mr. Fidel Okafor, stay on Flip TV. Don't watch it. Thanks for always coming. No. Baba is saying that hope you remember of your party. Yes, they remember. So don't watch it. Thanks for always stay with us. King Joe Ogba, God bless you. Mr. Alaso coming, Mr. Bramo, everyone that always be commenting. God bless you. Thanks for always stay with us. We'll be back tomorrow again for the Friday edition of the Bacchanal on Flip TV. Thanks so much for watching. And thanks so much for watching, and God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. It's a lovely time. It's a bye for the festive season. God bless Nigeria.